He's so speedy. Hello. Good morning. What a precious doggy. So if you saw the end of the last video, we got some weird snow flurries that popped through, and that's all dried up. Actually, like 30 minutes after that, it was gone, and everything was green, and the sun was back out. At the same time we're doing that, we're gonna be doing some tillage. So Dad and I are gonna switch off. I'm gonna do some tillage, then I'm gonna do some fertilizing, and vice versa with Dad. First, we gotta get this hooked up. Dad's doing some feeding. Gotta get the fertilizer spreader onto the 7215, and I think it does have a low tire. Yeah, a little squishy. I've been looking for those. A little dusty in there from grinding hay. Ready to rock. It's probably definitely time to pump up more tires too. These back, no, is it the back? I think these back ones like to go flat every time. Hey, at least these ones have caps. We've been losing our caps. Don't know where they're at. Probably ended up in the clothes washer. Yeah, that one's at 12%. Pounds. PSI. These all gotta be at 32. This might help. Alright, now to the grease station. Looks like Dad's working on the last load of feed. Showed the ones out in the calving pasture, said there was no new calves. There was one yesterday, as you know if you saw that video. We're at 76 bulls and 70 heifers, I think. So we're getting down to the wire. There's frost on this thing, look at that. That was a close one. You know, I'm slow. Gonna have surgery in a month. I didn't make it in time. About 2 more seconds, it would have been overflown. How'd the chores go?
Wonderful. You got her full?
Yeah, we're ready to rock.
You got it set?
No.
Looks way too open.
Yeah, it's not set.
Yeah, we should shut it down and set it. If we gotta shut it down to set it, let's do that before you leave the yard, and that way we don't have any leak out.
Okay. Does it start? Nice. That conveyor's kind of in the way to get out of that yard. I can't talk good. Out of that driveway, we gotta move this because that big VT don't fit through here.
Don't talk good?
I don't talk good. I don't walk good or talk good. I can't talk the talk or walk the walk. That thing is smoking. If you didn't see that video, Jeff had to pull us home last time we used that. Just kept dying. Dad thinks the fuel pump is going out of it.
So that's one.
So we want to go about 3 inches and a quarter, I think.
Yes.
With this full load of fertilizer, it's going to take me about 3 hours to spread that. Come home, get some lunch. Then at some point, I'll trade off with Dad. We're hitting 2 fields on the same section that we live on. So he's not going too far away, and I'm only going about 1.5 miles, 2 miles down the road. Still need a haircut. Ugh. Yeehaw. Bye, Ellie. Hope we have a good day. What does she even do? Get a job. So this field that we want to get done today, it's our biggest field. Dad bought it in multiple chunks when he was dang near my age. It's kind of funny, he talks about when he was buying land, when he was younger, people, oh that looks moist, put it in front wheel chew. Some people were calling him kind of stupid. You know, you're not gonna make that money, you're gonna go broke. And then when he got older and the land prices doubled, tripled, 5 times, 10 times over, increased in price, people call him lucky. So Dad went from being stupid to lucky. He was never as smart or or skilled or intuitive. I don't know. I find that story a little funny. All I can say is I think he did a good job. But this field is about 240 acres or so of crop ground, and then there's a chunk of probably 40 acres of grass that we hay. But it's gonna take, you know, if we do 50 acres an hour, And that's if we're going constant speed. It'll take us about 5 hours to spread this. But of course, we gotta run back home, get more fertilizer. Mud on the tires. Oh. Get things warming up here. And looks about good. When you open this trap too far, sometimes it does leak out. We like to set it when we get to the field. That way we don't lose a little on the road. Let's spread some fert. Okay. That was weird. My PTO was acting funky. It set to 1,000 instead of 540. Okay. That was funky. Took a full spreader on the first pass through a slough. But I think I'm only adding this in the video because I didn't get stuck. Knock on wood. Dad called and said, you know, you probably don't want to go along that south fence because there's all those wet sloughs with, you know, you probably don't want to do that with a full spreader. I said, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then he said, no stucky. So there's my warning, don't get stuck. So these passes along the south fence are a whole mile long. I want to see you guys in the comments comment on your longest passes in your fields. Do you have like a 4-mile pass you can make or anything wacky like that? I know there's some giant fields out there, but this is definitely by far our longest. We get a whole mile of cropping. Some places are about a half mile, but for part of this field it's a whole mile. Getting a little mud on the tires. There's one that I had to go around. And then coming up in here, this was 2 years ago, I was drilling, what was I drilling? Millet out here. And I got stuck right in there. Makes you pucker, as Dad would say. I always hit an outline first, unless it's like really muddy, which I probably should have not done a complete outline around this thing because there's a lot of wet spots and we got a full spreader. We're about 10 minutes deep, about a third done with that outline. And this is the grass I was talking about. You can see our deer stand sitting over there. That looks moist. And so does that. We're gonna need some speed going through that. We're just about back to the starting spot. And it's gonna take about 30 minutes. 30 minutes to go all the way around this field. A little moist in there. But now we're gonna bang out some acres. You know, when you can go a whole mile long pass, a lot less turning, you sure can get a lot of acres done real quick. No stucky. Definite moisture in there. But them weeds will keep me a little clean. That's so nice. What it paints for you. Lets you know where you've been. What we got here? The deep trench. This mile-long pass comes in handy when you need to get away from the roads because you gotta do some business, if you know what I mean. Just helping the fertilizer soak in a bit. I was talking to Ben over there at Farm Focused yesterday, and he said he got the flags shipped in. How's that look? Can you see that at all? So if you're looking for a Sonne Farms Slappy, they are now in. They're just working on figuring out how to ship them since they're shaped weird. So hopefully those are up on the website by the time this video goes up. But if not, they'll be coming out soon. So check that out. And link below. And Sonny, link below. I cannot talk. Can't talk the talk or walk the walk. The link below for Sonne Farms Farm Focus, or you can just Google that and you'll find it. Oh my gosh, this sounds horrible. My oldest brother Robbie, he says, "I'm getting new carpet today." This man just put a staple through his fingernail, and Robbie had to yank it out with a needle nose pliers. Oh, that sounds gruesome. Just imagine that. Ugh. Only about 2 more passes, that's what this is showing, till we get to those trees, and then we won't have these whole mile passes anymore. I'll probably hop out at the end of this pass and see if we're getting close to empty. I get really paranoid. I don't want to keep driving when I'm not spreading it, and then I gotta walk the ground basically and see where it ran out. This might interest you. How many pellets are out there? It's crazy how that makes a difference, how much of a difference that makes. Not much. We'll easily be able to make it all the way down to the end of the field, and then we'll just pack up and go home. That way I know I won't run out. We're gonna go pick up Dad, and then we're gonna get some lunch, and then we'll switch jobs. He'll finish this field, and I'll start doing some tillage. You gotta tell the people about this crew neck you're wearing, because you can't get away with stuff like that these days. That's gotta be from the early 2000s, you say?
Yeah, a little bit before that.
This thing says getting high on the right stuff, and it is a Mount Vernon high school crew neck.
So my niece, Jenny, she was the oldest one of my oldest brothers. They had a heck of a basketball team. They went to state tournament 2 years in a row, and that's what we wore.
Getting high on the right stuff.
Yep.
My knee's hurting a little bit today. Don't know why. Yeah, nice and full. There we go. Ellie, you want to go outside? She said no. Just a little sliver left in this field, and then I got a Zoom meeting at 3:30, so we'll finish this up, head back home. I'll probably fill this with fuel, or put more fuel in it for the 3rd day in a row. Looks like Dad got into some mud. And then we're gonna hit an 80 and finish that today. If we were gonna do like 160 acres, gosh, I can't talk today. 160 acres right over there, I'd be starting at 4, and then I'd get done at 10, so that'd be late. So we're gonna do an 80, and we'll start at 4 and get done at 7. I'm not used to those hours. I'm still used to it getting dark at 5:50 hours, and then going in the house. So I think we have about 10 hours on this unit since we last greased it, so it's not quite time for that Zoom thing, so I'll have time. So I'll have time to fuel this and grease it, and we won't have to do that tomorrow. Cows. That looks like a good one. Nice. Now would be a bad time to run out of grease. Oh, keep dropping my tube. This is a young man's game right here. Young man's game. Oh, there you are. You hear that? That's the sound of Cole's tears. Excuse you. That is the wettest poop I've ever seen. It looked like he was peeing out the backside. Right here, this is what that bowl looked like. Except a little bit wetter than that. Alright, that unit is ready to rock. We'll get going here pretty soon till another 80 acres. And then we'll have 2 80s and a quarter done. And we are way ahead of schedule. Ellie! It's probably a cat. 9 times out of 10 it's a cat. That's a beautiful unit. Let's get going. Let's do another 80. What did you do? You got hot. Oh, look at you. You're a mess. She's going right back out there. Oh, it is a cat. It's a black cat running up that tree. I called that one. Did I not call that? You see it? Right at the top? Right there. Oh, right there. You see it? Leave it alone. Here's the big field we did yesterday. Looks pretty nice, don't it? The field we're going to do right now is the one we've been hauling a lot of manure at. And also it's right next to that big 240 acres of stuff that we're working on fertilizing right now. So dang big. All right, how's that look? That looks good. I can see Dad way down there fertilizing. We'll set an AB line, we'll get rolling. Oh, it says it's a little muddy. Yeah, there's some moisture in there. You can see all these different spots. That's a lot of bedding from when we were cleaning out the buildings. There's definitely a bit of moisture. Look how black that is. Starts screaming at me. Only got 4% slip, so it's not that bad. Chucking some mud. That's my dad. It looks like that was Dad's last pass of the field, so that 240 acres is done. That is a whole lot of poo. Just try to find video of how that happened. I found the video. You're gonna want to see it. Here you go. We got some nice snow as a poo backdrop. Here, that looks like a good mount. This is gonna get dirty. Shield your eyes. Oh, look how deep those tracks are. Oh, my Atlanta. I don't even know what that's from. All kinds of wavy stuff going on. I'm gonna have to put my seatbelt on for that one. Does anybody actually use that? Is that just a suggestion? Oh, that's big. Oh, man. Woo! Woo! I don't think that's gonna cover them up. No, they're still very visible. Need a disc for that. We are slipping, end with a bump. Oh, Nelly. That much movement about tore my cheeks apart. We're finally getting down to the corner here. Rows are gonna start getting shorter, probably 45 minutes to maybe an hour. I need 2 hands. I was thinking I was gonna turn while talking, but I need more hands to do that. Let's get some supper. It took just shy under 3 hours. Not too shabby. Oh. There's your daily dose of critters. Hi. Very soon we'll get that hooked up to the planter. Maybe even tomorrow. Dad is finishing up a field fertilizing. Tomorrow morning we'll spread the rest of that. There shouldn't be, I think there's a little bit left in there. Could be wrong. And then maybe knock out another 80. Looks like Ellie really wants to go in the garage. Do ya? No? Yeah? Other than that, no new calves today. Been a nice productive day. I'm really hungry. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.